Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Williams with it. Picked up by Tatum. Williams' shot is good. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Outside, Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to White. Launches a 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. And stolen by Porzingis. Here's Tatum. And the shot goes in.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Now here's Caruso. And stolen by Porzingis. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
That's good hustle. Tatum beating several guys up the floor, putting himself in a position to contribute.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to win the run. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Kick out to Brown. Back to Tatum. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. Dort for 3. Boston pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside, Porzingis. Nice move. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Outside, Williams. Caruso outside. No good on the triple. Boston leading by 5. White on the wing. Pass to Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Joe Mazzulla.
Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can work a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Tatum can't hit.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Outside, Williams to the paint. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. And stolen by Holmgren. And here's the fast break. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on White.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Outside Porzingis. On the wing, Tatum. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And that one falls for Tatum. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Celtics out in front. They're up by 5. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Boston?
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Tatum on the drive.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's White. Right side, Holiday. 4-3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Holiday's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now here's Tatum. They lead by 8, biggest lead of the game. Porzingis sets a screen. Some room here for Holiday. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams, but at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's Holiday. Inside. Tatum. Misses in close. Thunder trail by 8. Williams with it. Now guarded by Brown. Dort outside. Williams with the screen. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Holiday. Here's Tatum. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Lou Dort picks one up.
An ascending superstar, Tatum has really honed in on what he does best on the offensive end.
Boston shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
the inside. And stolen by Holmgren. It's stolen by Holiday. White looking it over. And here's Brown for three. Here's Tatum. Poke loose. And stolen by Williams. Caruso with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Pass to Caruso. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Caruso. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. There's Holmgren on the slam.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Here's Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length.
Oh, the ball handling of Tatum. It's what separates him from other star wings.
Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. And here's Caruso outside. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by White. Here's Porzingis. He's guarded by Caruso. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Left side White. For three, Porzingis. Sinks it from distance. And now a 12-point Celtic lead.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
Outside, Williams. Down low. Dort. The rebound, Celtics. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Boston shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
You know, one thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Now here's White. The kick to Tatum. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Pass to Holmgren. The three is up. Bullseye! Chet hitting for three.
3 points.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Here's Holiday. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And so it's Boston ending the quarter up 10. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Boston leading by 10. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Now here's Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. Okay! Tatum punching it home!
It's not surprising to see Tatum taking over offensively. I mean, he's capable of doing this on a nightly basis.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. And he commits the intentional foul.
Timeout.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
To the lineup for the Thunder, number 55, Isaiah Hartenstein.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. 6 to shoot. Back to Hartenstein. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. He launched that one from way outside. Williams has got 5 points.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Outside White. To the middle. Tatum. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Thunder trail by 9. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Here's Tatum. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates. Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest up low.
Holiday doubled up. It's tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. Tatum with some nice D. Boston leading by 7. Now here's Porzingis. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Outside Holiday. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple. Holiday's got 7 points in the game.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daignault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Tatum with room to shoot. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
With his feet set, Tatum's going to make you pay.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Tatum. 15 points in the game. Holiday from long range. Here's the second effort. Tatum can't hit. Thunder trail by 12. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Sends it home from three-point land.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
On the wing, Holiday. He's got 7. Pass to Porzingis. What a finish from Porzingis.
And this is what they want to see from Porzingis. Taking contact and completing the play.
And the Thunder making a change here. Boston shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Caruso outside. From downtown. Oh, the Thunder, another 3. Here's Pritchard. Outside Craig. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter with us.
The Thunder, 28.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
And Allie, thanks. Dort's shot is good.
And clearly Dort knows how to operate inside, making his way to a high percentage shot.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Unselfish play. When your shot's not there, just make the next pass.
Right side, Holiday. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And this was already coming down to the wire, but poor ball control and some fast hands have raised the stakes.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. We've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Holiday. To the inside. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Caruso with it. Now guarded by White. Back to Brown. The three. Downtown Jaylen Brown.
Well, this is what Brown was looking for. He just needed the ball, and then instantly his shot was up.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Now here's Porzingis. Tatum from long range. Clock at 4. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Oklahoma City trailing. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Trailing by 2. Off the inbound. No good. Outside White. Back to Brown. Porzingis sets a screen. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. Porzingis sets a screen. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. No good with the triple. And it's Caruso with the ball for Oklahoma City. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat.
Porzingis can't get it to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Boston pulls it in. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Holiday with the ball. Now guarded by Holmgren. Left side White. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
And it's Porzingis at 7'3", a monster to go to late in the game.
Williams on the wing. Pass to Holmgren. Caruso outside. "51 seconds left in the game. Driving inside. Holiday grabs the miss. Dort with a steal. Holmgren. And he sinks it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now here's Tatum. Kick out to Brown. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What's the best strategy for him?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. There's 10 seconds left in the final quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Taking 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
The 3, Porzingis. Ooh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Outside, Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Outside White. Kick out to Brown. That's tipped. And stolen by Caruso. Oh, deflected. White with the steal. Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. Here's Brown. Whoa! Jaylen Brown, do it!
My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
2 minutes remaining in overtime. 2 minutes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just over a minute into overtime here. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dort. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Now Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
And here's Caruso. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
On the wing, Holiday. Down low. And now we've got an intentional foul. Outside White. The kick to Tatum. Clock at 6. It's good from beyond the arc.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
It's Dort on the wing. Caruso outside. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Here's Williams. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. First team foul.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 5.
At the line for 2.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Oklahoma City foul. Check home break. Second personal foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
At the line, Jason Davis.
And he's able to hit the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. Caruso outside. Lets it go from deep. Off the mark. So we see Boston get the win here. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
NBA, I don't think they expected this one to be so hard fought. But when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
And that about wraps it up for Stan Van Gundy. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And so off the tip, it's Boston. The drive by Tatum. Here's Porzingis, plenty of space. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Well, if you like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. 2 high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so dangerous in pick and roll. He's going to keep you off balance because he can score it or facilitate.
Pass to Porzingis. Outside, Brown. Left side, Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Screen by Holmgren. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Back to Holiday. And stolen by Holmgren. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Celtics.
Boston ball.
Holiday with the ball. Pass to Porzingis. Fires for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
To the middle. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Got to push him farther out than this.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about some of the challenges that they'll face tonight, not the least of which is defending Jason Tatum. He said the guy plays with so much confidence. He's a great scorer from all 3 levels. He can go for 40, 50, 60 in a night. We just have to try and make someone else beat us.
Okay, thank you, Allie. They grab their own miss. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Hey, get up, Chet. Wow. The next unicorn with the fancy slam.
Outside Porzingis. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Tatum. And here's Holiday. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Porzingis sends it home from three-point land. Porzingis has got 5.
When Porzingis is knocking down that three-point shot consistently, it opens up other aspects of his game.
Here's Williams. Driving inside.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
B.A., you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
So it's the Thunder now. After the basket by Boston. Snatched up. Outside for Dort. And that one's on target from the wing.
Boy, tremendous job having hands ready, feet prepared. Catch and shoot opportunity for Lou Dort is good.
Outside Porzingis. And stolen by Holmgren. He's all alone. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Big time breakout, leaving everyone in the dust.
Well, you love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there.
Now here's Holiday. He's scoreless. Pass to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Holmgren with the block.
You can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Caruso outside. Sinks the tray.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Can they get it? Outside Holiday. There's the 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Oklahoma City ahead, leading by 7. And back to the start of the second.
The Celtics, 10.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Oklahoma City.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And that one drops. Holmgren's got 8.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Down low. Here's Porzingis. Here's Brown. Porzingis misses. Thunder leading by 9. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. It's 7'2". It isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
To the paint. Bam! Chet rocking the rim.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. White can't hit. Thunder with a lead. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. The three is up. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Brown. No points so far. To the inside. Porzingis. 3 on the clock. And it's Tatum missing. And it's Dort with the ball for the Thunder. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution for your Thunder.
Three-pointer, Holiday. He drops it from range. Holiday's got 6 points.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
Yeah, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Tatum on the drive. Porzingis for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Inside. And Williams punches it home.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shai has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Pass to Porzingis. That one falls. Nice speed that time from Holiday. He's got 11.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Right side, Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hartenstein. Fires from deep. Porzingis grabs the board.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
To the paint. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boston shooting their first free throws of the game. That one misses. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's got 5. Pass to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Porzingis with it. Back to Tatum. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder leading by 10.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Outside Holiday. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. For three. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a three. Brent, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
It's Brown on the wing. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Caruso. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Holiday. He buries it from three. Holiday's got 9.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen. Top of the key. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. 10 points for him.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
Tatum with a screen. Pass to Brown. From outside the arc. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Porzingis misses. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for OKC. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Caruso outside. From the baseline. And the bucket is good.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Holiday. Shot to stop the run.
Absolutely incredible what Kristaps Porzingis can do. He's over 7 feet. He's got an all-around game, and he's getting to every aspect of it right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Down low. Here's Hartenstein. Goes up and lays it in. Nice. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Kicks it out to Anunoby. To the middle. Outside Achua. For three. On target from range. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Outside Brunson. Left side Achua. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Towns. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Doncic on the wing. Outside Reeves. Here's Connect. Back to Reeves. Pass to Connect. He shoots. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
That's a great job setting up Connect. Put him in a position to succeed, and that's key for a young player.
Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
And stolen by Brunson. Inside. It's stolen by Doncic. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Baseline try. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to review the game plan.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Doris, it's hard to believe the Knicks title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, B.A., what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
So it's the Lakers now. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. To the inside. Achua with the dunk.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. On defense, the Knicks. It's a three-point game. From deep, here's Doncic. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Well, the exceptional handle. Doncic has every move, can go in any direction. Look out, folks.
And Anunoby for 3. Rebounded by LeBron. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. He said when you watch film on Karl Anthony Towns, his size is impressive, but when you're actually standing next to him, he looks a whole lot bigger. And he knows how to use that size on the blocks and on the perimeter, which makes him an especially tough cover. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Doncic. And it's Connect missing.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Doris, OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
Now here's Brunson. Still no points. Bridges outside. Beyond the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, a high motor player like Mikal Bridges has got to make quick decisions. Rise and fire off the catch and shoot, Mikal.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Lakers ball.
There's 42 seconds left now in the first quarter. Doncic right side. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Knicks with the lead. And Anunoby with it. The kick out to Brunson. Towns on a screen. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
You love the effort Brunson puts into creating for others, working to make sure the defense is manipulated there.
Down low to the paint. It'll count. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. New York out in front. They're up by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Knicks.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Here's Doncic. Out to Hachimura. And there's James from the arc. New York leading by 3. It's Bridges on the wing. Ooh, poked away. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. From deep, Reeves. And it's New York with a rebound. Now here's Brunson. No points yet. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul of the game. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Lakers trail by 3. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Doncic. Doncic throwing his weight around.
Yeah, an offensive player like Luka expects the contact. He's anticipating it, so it doesn't bother him. That's a big-time finish.
Towns for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Towns has got 5 now.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Timeout. Thanks, Allie. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency-type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
New York leading by 3. To the right side. That's tipped. Shot clock at 6. Out to Bridges. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Towns can't get it to go.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Now here's Hachimura. Here's James. Oh, Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Down low. Pass to right. Kicks it out, Towns. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
James, outside. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. James has got 5 now.
This is why LeBron's so tricky to defend. Yes, he has the strength to go inside and finish, but he's also got such touch from behind the arc.
And James has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Now here's Hachimura. Inside. Launches a 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. To the middle. Tipped away. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. James, right side. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. The Knicks with the lead. Towns outside. 4-3. Finney-Smith pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Right with the ball. Picked up by Reeves. To the inside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Austin Reeves picks one up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
It's his first trip to the line. No good on that one. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. And anything short of that is a failure.
Now, here is James. He's got 5. And it's Connect missing. Pass to Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from 3. Anunoby's got 6. James outside. He got it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Now, here is James. Pass to Milton. That shot, no good. And right with the defensive effort. To the paint. Cuts off the pass. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Knicks leading by 3. Here's Towns. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Shake Milton.
Well, making sure you get the shot opportunity through contact. Karl Anthony Towns goes to the free throw line.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans, they've pressed all the right buttons.
James outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Right on the left side. Pass to Bridges. Takes the three. Sinks it from distance. Bridges has got 6 points.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
And slam dunk by James.
Huge bucket at the rim, and they cut into that lead. That's exactly where he likes to make his living.
Right outside. Pass to Hart. Down low. It's stolen by Doncic. Here's Milton. Hachimura in the post. The three. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now James. 9 points in the game. Out to Hachimura. Fires from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Now just a 3-point Knick lead. James with a steal. To the middle. There's Connect. And he jams it home with authority.
Well, scouts were buzzing about Connect's ability to attack the rim with a ton of ferocity. Now we see it in person.
Now here's Wright. Still without a bucket. Pass to Towns. Just 5 on the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. 12 points for him.
Well, under duress of the shot clock, Towns calm, delivers, beautifully done.
Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Shot clock at 2. Hart can't hit. The Lakers trail. And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for your Lakers.
On defense, the Knicks. Here's Lynn. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Anunoby on the wing. He's got 6. Inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Here's Reeves. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
New York making a switch here. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. 3-point lead. Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. 4 on the clock. Outside McBride. Offensive rebound. And a big finish by Robinson.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Oh, James knocks down the triple.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Knicks up 5.
The Knicks, 36.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Knicks leading by 5. Robinson on the wing. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. New York making a switch here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He kept it real with this team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Hachimura can make play after play above the rim. This guy's got a natural, gifted, athletic frame.
The shot's good.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And here's James. Pass to Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock.
Well, really good effort on defense from Jalen Brunson. Really making it hard on his man to try to score.
To the inside. Here's Bridges. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Now here's Doncic. 3-pointer, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Pass to Towns. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
When Towns is healthy, he is an absolute force on the offensive end of the floor. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Now here's Brunson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. For the finish. And slam dunk by James.
I'll tell you this, LeBron is hard enough to defend in a half-court set, let alone impossible to guard in the open floor.
Knicks leading by 6. To the middle. And it's powered home by Towns.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession. Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
.152 left to play in the fourth quarter. Brunson with it. Inside goes Brunson. And the layup is good off the glass. And now a 10-point Knick lead.
If Brunson sees any daylight, he's going to attack. Did just that on the drive.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Now here's Towns. Out to Bridges. Pass to Brunson. Achua for three. Here's Towns. Goes up again. Down low. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Lakers trail by 8. Now Finney-Smith. Back to James. To Hachimura. Lets the three fly. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Anunoby. The kick out to Brunson. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Your Lakers. Number 4, Dalton.
32 seconds left in the fourth. Doncic outside from behind the arc. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And here's New York now. Pass to Anunoby. Now here's Brunson.
Los Angeles foul. Luka Doncic. His third personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good. And that'll put him up by 9.
Jalen Brunson. Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop.
He might not have made them all, but he made enough to put this one out of reach.
And so this one belongs to the Knicks. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Al.
We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Now, Doncic, following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. Pass to Reeves. For the three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick, and we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Now, here's James. Shot clock at 5. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
And the Lakers making a change here. Pass to Edwards. Off target at the rim. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He's a little extra on that one.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Here's Reeves. Reed with the block. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Back to DiVincenzo. And Reed has it in the corner. Knocks down the three ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Now DiVincenzo. After Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Edwards. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Now Hachimura. Still scoreless. From deep, James DiVincenzo with the rebound. And here are the Timberwolves. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Here's Edwards. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Pass to DiVincenzo. To the middle. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Minnesota making a switch here. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Changing it up here. There's 48 seconds left in the first. Out to Morris. And a wide open look for Hachimura. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
To the left side wing. Down low. And finished off by Gobert.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Here's James. And he banks in the layup. LeBron's got his second basket.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break.
The 14.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Pass to Hayes. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is disengaged defensively. Excellent job coming up with the block.
Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu was a big part of what we did in Orlando, was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Come on, hey, yo, right here.
Reeves outside. Knocked away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Hachimura, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And Randall's never been one to back down from physical play inside, and he's not going to start now.
Both free throws good from Randall. Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Gobert, the screen. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards.
2 minutes remaining.
Out to the wing. 5 to shoot. Back to Gobert. McDaniels gets a wide-open look. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
And allowing this to go no further. He stops a 15-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Outside, Edwards. Randall outside. There's the 3. Drills it from outside. Randall's got 7 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And another 3 for the Lakers.
And we know Hachimura has a confident personality. You see it there with the rise and fire approach. Nice.
Gobert, the screen. Edwards looking it over. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. James. And he uses the glass on the layup. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Edwards with the stuff.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
James outside.
Timberwolves foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
No good on the free throw.
At the line for the Lakers, LeBron James.
Good on the second free throw. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
No one near Edwards. He lets it fly. And so it's Minnesota sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off.
here with Tim Swartz.
y les mostramos los quintetos iniciales mientras nos preparamos para el comienzo del partido.
¿Y qué me decís de los Spurs?
Esto no va a ser fácil, Jorge. Son dos equipos muy capaces y peligrosos. La ventaja de campo podría ser el factor determinante.
Yo creo que la idea es salir a por todas. Para el único y complicar la vida al visitante desde el minuto 1, Anthony. Deben marcar la intensidad nada más empezar.